Hey guys, welcome back to the No Good Sports Show. My name's Abdullah.
My name's Saad.
I'm Nasar.
And we'd like to introduce our special guest,
Ali.
So basically today we're going to talk about basketball, and as you know, the Raptors faced the Miami Heat
and they got manhandled.
They unfortunately lost 121 to 110. So at the end, let's see positive things from the game. Positive takes.
Good. Kyle Lowry. I think there's back.
Serge Ibaka played good. OG can play defense.
I think there's fight. There's fight shown in the game. It was a tough night, but there's fight. The shots weren't going down, but we showed fight.
Norman Powell?
Norman Powell? I think we've seen it.
I think he's just driving up his trade value. I think there's a big trade coming for the Raptors mid-season, 100%.
What is that trade then?
You know what? As much as I love Kyle Lowry, I think he might be on the trade block. I think he is out of here. Because the thing is, we don't got money to give Fred, and if the future is Fred and Terrence Davis, then you got to give up Kyle Lowry now. That's a hot take. I love Kyle Lowry.
Difficult one.
I defend Kyle Lowry more than I defend my brother, but Kyle Lowry, I think he's out of Toronto by February.
That's a difficult one. I don't know.
I think he's gone.
The game was a loss. We are obviously not happy with today's game. What are your takes from today's game? What can you take away from this, in your opinion?
I cannot believe that they subbed out OG in OT, because he actually did a great job in the first half.
To be fair, he wasn't playing.
He wasn't.
No, what do you mean? First half he was playing. He played great defense.
No, he played
fine. As a team, we let a lot of cuts. We let them put in a lot of easy buckets, but I think we did a great job. At least 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 against.
They're like two consecutive plays. OG picked up a foul on Jimmy.
Yeah,
like
picking a foul is not playing. Yeah, but does not mean you're playing bad defense. It means how easy buckets are you giving up Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler did not.
If you're fouling,
pass OG like it was no.
Yeah, but did he score a lot? He put up 11 points in the first four quarters. He went 8-0 scoring. Yeah, he outscored the entire Toronto Raptors team in the overtime. The second OG got subbed out.
Okay, OG got triple double from assists. You know how much he passed? You remember?
And he also got rebounds. We have a bad rebounding team. They're an elite three-point shooting team.
He would drive past his man.
Of course he picked up assists.
He'd drive past OG, someone would come to help, and then someone else would be open. He'd pass it, get an assist, easy buckets.
That's how elite three-point shooting teams work. You pass out to an open shooter, they shoot, he gets an assist.
You're saying the Heat are an elite shooting team, but so are the Raptors. They're number one in three-point field goal percentage.
Yeah, but then again,
how much are they hitting this season?
They're probably 40-something right now. They're probably low for 40.5.
Yeah, okay.
But then so are the Heat. This was a bad shooting night for the Raptors, but it was for the Heat as well. Every three-point shot that Heat miss, they make. So, Raptors played bad, but so did the Heat. This was an outlier game for the Heat just as well as the Raptors.
They bad? They played pretty solid.
But the thing is, they missed a lot of open three-pointers. They missed a lot of open.
They scored 121 points. That's not an off.
Yeah, but then 10 of those last points were by Jimmy Butler alone, one guy. So they scored 110.
He's your main player. You're supposed to quiet was doing something.
And then what happened to guys like Duncan Robertson? He put up what? He hasn't played this season.
He's a starter for the Miami. He's a starter on the NBA team. That's second.
This might just be his first starting game because Goran Dragic is out. He does not.
No, Dragic has been playing off the bench quite recently.
But he's not regular on their rotation.
No, Dragic has been playing.
Is there regular on their rotation?
So then why was Duncan Robinson playing more than Harrow then today? We saw Duncan Robinson playing.
He put on 19 points in the first half.
Okay, but if you see a guy going that way, you want him that way.
So you guys are saying that this was not an off night. What was their shooting percentage tonight?
No, for us it was an off night.
No, for the Heat as well.
No,
Heat were shooting at a much higher rate than us.
They were shooting better than Toronto, but
they played incredible. Everything went right for them.
Okay.
You want stats?
Yeah, I want stats.
I'll bring you the stats right now.
That is not their average. This was a horrible shooting splits for both teams. They actually played real bad. This was a defensive game, just like Orlando's game where we shot poorly. Our defense in the end just could not come through when we couldn't stop Butler. And I think the biggest reason there was because we subbed off OG because he's a great one-on-one defender against Butler.
No, he was not. Norman Powell played much better defense against
Norman Powell. Okay. Norman Powell had a good game. I'll give you guys that. But I'm not sure if you were paying attention to the game. He was literally guarding the left side or either left or the right side of Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler had a straight line drive.
That's how you're supposed to guard a defender. You don't guard in front of him. You don't face guard him. You guard a side.
Yeah, but then
you guard his weak side. Jimmy Butler is a superstar. So he went the other way. That's what you do about that.
Of course, because that's the only open side left.
But you're supposed to guard
You're forcing him to go towards Marc Gasol, and Marc Gasol can't carry Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler simultaneously.
So Bam goes on Jimmy Butler, gets fouled.
Jimmy
Simple. You want to talk about percentages? He shot 40%. What's their average for the season? 40%. So they had a normal day. No, 3 points.
3 points.
3 pointers. 3 pointers, they shot 40%.
Now look at their shooting splits. What about
15 on 38, and Raptors hit 11 on 43.
What about
24%?
No, I'm talking about field goals. Normal field goals. What's their normal?
46%.
No way they shot 46%.
They just stats
The stats don't lie.
Women lie, men lie, stats don't
The
lie.
stats do not lie.
They shot 40. Holy shit!
Really well.
Raptors got manhandled.
They played really
All right,
well.
delete that footage.
The Heat played really well. We have to accept that.
Okay, guys.
The Raptors, they could have played better, and we have to accept that as well. And we're not going to win every single night. We're not going to go 82-0. We're not going to hit 33s every night. There's going to be some days where our players don't hit threes. Today, Lowry, back from injury, he's not going to hit every single shot, and we saw that. And then
But the thing is, okay, fine. You put out the 3 point aside. By end of the fourth, or even going into overtime, the fact that Siakam did not touch the ball enough is just a sign that he has yet to mature as an elite player.
Okay, Norman Powell. He was
disregard
not,
Norman Powell.
Powell's off.
If you are the leader of this team, you demand the ball. Like, I don't care if Norman Powell is Michael Jordan on the
No, that's not how it
floor.
works. You give it to
no,
the hot man.
you demand the ball.
Why do
right?
you think
you're getting 35?
Why did Jordan pass it off to Steve
If
Kerr?
Kawhi Leonard was on this team right now, or if Jimmy Butler was on our team, or if Paul George was on our team, would they have given the ball to Norman Powell?
Yes.
No.
Why did we give it?
Kawhi demands the ball. This is the biggest difference between Kawhi or any superstar against just a normal NBA player. You demand the ball. And the fact that a guy like Isaiah, or what's a guy from Orlando, the Isaiah Newton guy? I'm looking
Markel
at the camera.
Fultz?
No, not Markel Fultz. Their
Jonathan
center.
Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac or Bama Adebayo, or if these guys can stop you, you have an issue, and he is not performing well against top 4 East teams.
Okay, wait.
He's getting stopped by Giannis. He's getting stopped by
dropped 33
Bam
against
Adebayo. He scored 15. 15. You're saying 15 like it's a big deal. But that's what we need from him. We need 25 averages.
Why did not score 30 points every single night?
Yeah, but and we lost those games, didn't we? We need him to put up at least 25 and 10. He had a negative 15 today. That was a team highest. That was tied with, I think, Marc Gasol's negative 15.
Okay, if you're
Marc Gasol should not be a point of comparison at this point in his career.
If you're playing 40 minutes per game and you lose game, you're going to have a minus percentage. That's how the game works, 100%.
All I'm saying is Bam Adebayo should not be able to stop you.
Bam Adebayo is a great defender. You're underestimating him.
He played good defense.
Doesn't matter.
He played good defense.
First quarter, he was taking jumpers and started driving in. Second quarter,
He's been doing that all season.
He did not touch the ball. Okay, fine. Even you know what plus minuses mean? They mean that players are doing other things except for shooting and rebounding. They're helping their team play better. In the fourth quarter, in overtime, he just was staggered. He stood in the corner waiting for the game to happen. On defensive side, he wasn't moving around. He waited for plays to happen. He was not tipping the ball. His defense was all out of whack. Kelly Olynyk was not driving, and he was just rolling into the paint easily for easy buckets. That is unacceptable for a guy who's your main player and getting paid $35 a year.
Right,
Kyle Lowry does this. Go on Reddit, go on NBA.com. He's getting traded.
Okay, here's the deal. Every player has an off night. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay, just let me finish first. Every player has an off night. Siakam had an off night. You can have a go at him.
I give you that.
Yeah, but okay,
but he cannot have an off night against top 4 teams in the East.
Against the Sixers, he
Yeah.
had a very good night.
Yeah.
And we won the game because he took the ball at the clutch situation. He took it, he demanded it.
He made the layup that he missed today.
But that was not the only fact. I'm not saying he's a horrible player. All I'm saying, against key defenders, against top 5 teams in the East, he's not playing good, and that's a trend now.
Against Celtics, he had 33 points. We lost, okay, because
that's the thing.
We only played 4 teams this year in the top 5.
In crunch time, he is not playing good.
No, okay.
And he can put up 50 against. In crunch time against top 5 teams, against elite defense,
not every guy is.
Our record speaks for itself.
Not every guy.
Our record is 15-5. I give you that, but it's not. Siakam is having a great season. He's number 5, maybe number 10 on MVP list. He's in the talks for another back-to-back MIP, but he's not having a good season when it comes to elite defenses. He cannot.
The whole point of an elite defense is they're supposed to stop you.
Yeah, and
the best offensive players in the world don't have good defense.
But just because he's an elite defense doesn't mean he cannot contribute to his team playing better. He had a negative 15 on the floor.
Because he lost the game. He's playing 40 minutes per game.
He had a negative 15
they lost by 20-11.
The last time they played a game was Sunday? right? Or was it Saturday?
Sunday.
So they had a day to rest, and it was a home game. So they're in Toronto. There's no travel fatigue. He should not be. Rest is not an issue here. The issue is he's not playing well against good defense. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, their centers, their entire team's elite defense, and you're going to play this team in the second round and the third round, and he needs to develop his confidence to go against them.
Okay. Elite defenders, their job is to stop.
Yeah, but then if you are the main,
to the mark,
let him finish his mark.
Elite offensive player. Right now, you can't compare Pascal Siakam.
He's in his third season, by the way, third or fourth season.
You can't compare him right now with the top players. Like James Harden, someone who scores.
Yeah, I give you that. But if your team is depending on you to produce, then you got to step up against the elite defense. Or you got to do other things to help your team. A negative 16, that fine, 15 points, whatever. Everybody shot well. I'll put away his shooting percentages. It was probably below 40s. But he had a negative 15. He had a negative 15. That's horrible. He was missing open threes, fine. So was the team. He took a lot of jump shots that he shouldn't have. But negative 15 from the floor is unacceptable. That means you're not helping your team. You're not setting picks. You're not hustling.
We lost by 11 points, so he's going to have a negative ratio. When the game was tied, after his thing was not, it was not negative 15. It only became negative 15 because Jimmy Butler went full.
But the thing is, he was not a factor in the overtime.
He didn't touch the ball.
No one was a factor. No one was a factor. No one played well. We had 2 points.
But the thing is, as a player who wants to be the leader of his team, you step up. You demand how many touches did he have in the overtime.
It was negative 4.
Talking about Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry hasn't played in 10 games. The fact
it was negative 4 till he went into OT. Your point. Jimmy Butler went off. Every single player on that starting lineup.
Even Kyle Lowry,
Marc Gasol, Fred VanVleet, they all ended up negative 15 because of that.
I give you that.
Okay, but if we played a bit better in OT,
how many times did he demand the ball in overtime?
The play wasn't made for him to demand the ball.
It's not about play. You demand the ball. If the rest of your team is going 1 of 5 or 1 of 9, you'd be like, give me the ball in the post.
We are not an ISO-oriented team like we were with Dwayne Casey.
But he can go ISO against other players in New York Knicks.
Nick Nurse is our coach. All the players respect him. I hope they do because he's a championship coach.
I don't think it's about Nick Nurse. You are the star of this team. You want to be an all-star.
You cannot demand the ball like that.
Just like Kyle Lowry demands the team to run a certain play regardless of what Nick Nurse wants.
No, he doesn't. That's not
he does. That's what a leader of a team does. You lead by example.
You lead by whatever the coach tells you to do. That's the whole point of a coach.
You can completely.
The coach is not there just for decoration.
Coach gives you guidance. He doesn't tell you every single possession what you do and how you play.
No,
do we call time?
Yeah. You're saying in OT he didn't have much. He didn't have much of the ball. He was
he was not contributing at all.
We look at it. We have to look at it by the end of the fourth quarter. Who hit our big shots at the end of the fourth quarter?
Norman Powell.
Exactly. So why are we gonna take the ball away from Norman Powell in overtime? Because he's still hot. We're gonna give him the ball.
The possessions he did get the ball, what happened? He completely.
He would hit them.
And okay, fine. Even off. Go back on defense. How many points did we get up in the fourth quarter in crunch time? Yeah, we came back, but there were some really big defensive mishaps that he gave up. And Siakam,
we went 8-0 to finish off the game.
8-0 to finish off.
So 8-0 to finish off the game.
Every time Siakam plays bad offensively, it directly shows defensively how bad he's playing. And not a lot of players on our team do that. A lot of our players, just like OG, like Kyle, if they play bad defense offensively, they pick it up defensively. And that's what's so special about our team. That's what makes it elite defense. He's the only one whose attitude carries back with him. And I remember Matt and Leo saying, possession over possession, this guy learns, but he's not learning against big teams that shut him down. Like, if you want to develop your game, you gotta have the confidence, you gotta demand the ball in the post, you gotta force your way in there. Yeah, you're getting hacked, yeah, you're not getting calls, but you gotta drive the ball in.
Kawhi Leonard did not become a superstar. This is Pascal's third season or fourth season? I think it's his third season.
I'm not sure.
This is fourth season.
Being a main option is his second season, okay? Kawhi Leonard did not become effective until the season before his injury, the 2016 season, which was his fifth season in the league.
But the thing is, Kawhi Leonard was a horrible shooter. Kawhi Leonard developed that game. So was Siakam. But in order to develop that game, in order to play better against elite defenses, you need to be forceful. He's not being forceful. He's selling for jumpers that he's missing time and time again.
Other nights he would hit them.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
He hit 44 against New Orleans Pelicans. He hit those jumpers.
We're talking about New Orleans Pelicans. We're talking about New Orleans Pelicans.
We're talking. Wait. Just let him finish. Let him finish.
Like, might as well talk about the Knicks and Atlanta Hawks. Like,
okay,
those are not playoff teams.
Just to finish off.
We can get swept by those teams. I don't care.
Just to finish off.
In the last 20. Hold up.
No. Just your final points.
I'm on a zone right now. in the last 20 years, Spurs, the reason why they were so elite and the reason why Lakers are so elite this year is because they take care of business against bad teams. Lakers lose against teams like Raptors and Clippers, but that's okay as long as you beat the bad teams. We are beating the bad teams.
Okay.
So don't talk about the bad teams like, oh, we're fucking amazing. No, we got to beat top 5 teams in the East because you're going to play them in the second round. Yeah, you took care of Orlando. That's your first round matchup most likely. Pacers, maybe first round, right? Nets, maybe. I don't know who else is there, but you got to take care of business against the Celtics. You got to take care of business against Sixers. You got to take care of business against Heat. It's not a trial and error. Once you play those teams, you got to come out to play. When Bucks played us, they came out to play. We were playing catch up the entire game. Yeah, we caught up.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't go when they can't go sometimes. With those teams, you can't go sometime. You gotta bring it every
simple
single
as
day.
that.
You literally gotta circle that game in your calendar and be like, I'm gonna show up in this specific game, even if I play shit against the Knicks. It's a fucking Knicks. But you play shit against Clippers and you play shit against Celtics, you gotta go home, man. You're gonna pay $35 million.
Okay, that's enough for today. Just a final point. One thing you liked about today's game, one thing you improve in 30 seconds, please. You've been taking like out of the however long, I think 10 minutes you've been talking. It seems like Ali versus us, you know. Guys, we won't have him next time.
The people versus Ali.
We won't have him next time. Cut him off next time, you know. All right, just
fair. I liked our defense. We came back, we fought, even though we shot really poorly. It was good defense effort minus Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam.
All right, final thing. One good thing today, and one thing you didn't like or you think we should improve on.
Kyle Lowry's back. I love that.
Kyle Lowry's back, baby.
0 for 11. Do you not love that? The shot that he took, the 11 3-point shots that he took.
He should have made 5 of those at least.
No, not even that. Those shots would be taken by Terrence Davis Jr., who lost playing time, and Fred VanVleet, who would have won. I'm going to assume Fred VanVleet and Terrence Davis would have made those shots.
But then Fred VanVleet also shot poorly. He took his normal shots. You can't hate on my boy Lowry like that.
Your final thoughts.
0 for 11.
One good thing we did. He could go 0 for 20.
One good thing we did, and one improvement we would like.
Norman Powell, I think he's been really good. He's got the hot hands in the last couple of games, so that's good to see. And improvement, just hit them shots when we need them.
And Siakam play better.
And I think that's
26.6 player per game. You cannot tell him to play better.
Okay. Just like we told DeRozan to play better, DeRozan averaged that in his best season. You got to play better.
All right, guys, that's it from us today. I hope you guys liked the debate.
I hope you like the studio episode.
We're sponsored by nobody.
But she do.
And we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe SportsTrendsCanada, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also follow us on our own Instagram account, The No Good Sports Show. Thank you. Have a nice day.